Hello everyone, this is the Jakorian channel and this is my review on Birds of Prey. I know I'm a little late to do a review on this movie, but I did not have a YouTube channel at the time when I went to go see it, and that was when COVID started. But anyways, let's get on with the review.
Please don't forget.
Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn is a direct spin-off of 2016's Suicide Squad. The plot of the film is basically Harley Quinn trying to make it out on her own after her breakup with the Joker. The main villain of the film is Black Mask and his right-hand man Zsasz. The only reason they're in the film is because they're looking for a diamond, which is revealed later on to be Huntress's family's diamond. Which is worth millions. And then you have a kid with pickpockets named Cassandra Cain. Are you serious? A kid Cassandra Cain? So Cassandra Cain takes the diamond, so Black Mask gets ticked off and hires Harley to acquire the diamond. And while the movie goes on, Harley ends up accidentally recruiting the team Birds of Prey. And that's pretty much all you need to know. But here are my thoughts for Birds of Prey.
I hate it.
Don't get me wrong, I love the film, but
I hate it.
let me explain. You know how in 2016 Suicide Squad, people say that it's a lot like a ripoff of Deadpool in some ways. If you've seen Deadpool, you might want to watch Birds of Prey, because oh boy, this movie is exactly like Deadpool. And what's sad is that Deadpool can pull off pretty well, but for Harley, not so much. In Birds of Prey, there's a lot of back and forth, and yes, I know that's how Harley Quinn is in the comics, but I do not like how they executed it. So you have a returning cast member, Margot Robbie, playing as Harley Quinn, and you have Ewan McGregor as Black Mask, and one of my favorite alternative rock artists who plays as the Joker for at least half a second. Warner Brothers, I need to see more footage of him.
I know you put some scenes out.
Now, when I first watched Birds of Prey, it was a few days after its theatrical release. I went to go see it with my mom, and I thought it was a good film. I thought the film was fun for what it was until I started really paying attention. For those who don't know this, 2016 Suicide Squad was not the director's version of the film. The original plot for the movie was the squad, but it mainly focused on Joker and Harley's relationship. It shows the toxic and abusive side of Joker and Harley's relationship compared to 2016's love story. And because of how 2016 Suicide Squad didn't include any of that, and they just focused on the love story, it just felt like it was rushed, with Warner Brothers breaking up Joker and Harley after the love story in 2016 Suicide Squad. Because obviously, when you watch 2016 Suicide Squad, it looked like everything was okay. And the way the movie ended, it looked like everything was going to be okay. And then, a few years later, what happened? Now maybe if the Air Cut comes out, I hope it does, Birds of Prey would make a lot more sense if they released the Air Cut in 2016 instead of what was given to us, and then Birds of Prey came out. Now the only thing I like about Birds of Prey are the Easter eggs, the references, and the fact that we get to see Amusement Mile in some ways. And sadly, that's probably the only thing I liked about Birds of Prey. Besides Bruce the Hyena, of course. But now on to the things I don't like. I don't like how Cassandra Cain was turned into a kid just to be a plot device for the whole film. Because for those who do not know, Cassandra Cain is a part of Birds of Prey as Batgirl or Batwoman, whoever it was. I know y'all are gonna hate me for this, but Black Mask. Now don't get me wrong, when I first saw the trailer for Birds of Prey, I was so excited when they announced that Black Mask was going to be in Birds of Prey. And don't get me wrong, Ewan McGregor is a good actor. I love his work in a lot of films. It's pretty much like 2016 Suicide Squad, where they hired Jared Leto to play as the Joker, and the way he was written, people did not like that at all. That's the case for me with Ewan McGregor's Black Mask. The way he was written did not feel like Black Mask for me. Yeah, Black Mask can have his meltdowns in some ways, but that just does not feel like Black Mask. And I know that Black Mask is a sick dude that will torture people for information or stuff like that, but one of the things that irritates me is that him having Zsasz or him cutting people's faces off. You already know where I'm going with this. Now in the comics, even though it's the doll maker that does this, but cutting off people's faces is more of the Joker's thing. I know they're trying to set the tone of Harley Quinn trying to get away from the Joker, but then encounter someone that is exactly like him in some ways. Because reading comics, watching animated movies, playing video games, Black Mask is definitely someone I do not want to mess with. But watching how Black Mask is in the movie and how much he whines a lot, I'm just sitting here laughing and going like, oh boo-hoo. And also the fact that the Black Mask had less screen time than Jared Leto's Joker. Another thing Birds of Prey got wrong about Black Mask's mask is that in some iterations of that character, his mask is actually melted onto his face. Now, I'm a fan of Black Mask. I watched Birds of Prey because of Black Mask. I didn't go to watch Birds of Prey for Sionis. I came for Black Mask. So if Birds of Prey were to stay true to the comics of Roman Sionis having his mask melted onto his face, it probably would have had more screen time. And also the fact that they kill him at the end. Now, even though Black Mask could have potentially gotten against Ben Affleck's Batman since he's been Batman for 20 years, and the multiversal thing is pretty much a real thing in DC now, they can bring back Black Mask to fight against Batman, but it's wasted opportunity. And the way everyone says Black Mask's last name irks me so much.
Sionis. Sionis.
The Sionis.
The Sionis.
The Sionis.
Sionis. Sionis. Sionis. Sionis.
Sionis? Are they for real? This is how I always pronounced it.
It's been you this whole time. You hired the assassins. You've been running Sionis' operation.
See, because of Batman Arkham Origins and amongst other things, I've always pronounced it as Sionis. So when hearing other people in the movie start pronouncing it as Sionis, it just felt awkward to me. But what I did like about Ewan McGregor's Black Mask is that he sounds almost identical to the Arkham Origins Black Mask.
Man of Gotham, I have funded you. I've protected you. I've scratched your backs and kept you out of jail. Well, now it's time to say thank you.
What have I got to show for it, huh? My own men in the slammer? Not no more. No, tonight, we're making some changes. Some big changes.
I did not like Renee Montoya because the actress that plays Renee Montoya, I'm not a big fan of her. And she makes it look like she's still living in the 80s or 90s with those cheesy one-liners. Even though Huntress can be a little cringy sometimes. And I know I probably sound like CinemaSins from all the nitpicking, but the whole film just feels like it's a message to all females saying that all men are bad. Now, it may not be the intention, but that is how I feel whenever I watch Birds of Prey. And one of the main things I hate about Birds of Prey is that you have all of these newcomers thinking this is how Harley Quinn should be, when this is not Harley Quinn at all. I do not get Harley Quinn vibes at all while watching this movie. It just felt like one of those movies that Warner Brothers wanted to put out for the sake of money. Plus, when you have a character that's as popular as Harley is, of course they would have her up front and center in a film that's called Birds of Prey, but the film is just about Harley but not about the Birds of Prey team. Now, I know it may be double standards 2016 Suicide Squad, but that is how I feel with Birds of Prey. And Harley's line, "I'm Harley effing Quinn," that was cool at the time, until all of the fake Harley fans started quoting that line every single time. It's in everyone's posts, it's in everyone's bios, on social media, it's everywhere, and it is annoying.
It's time to stop! It's time to stop, okay? No more! Where the are your parents?
The only thing Birds of Prey did was make the newcomers feel like they can relate to Harley, to where it's like, I'm that character, when that is not how Harley is. Yeah, she could be quirky, fun, like in the animated shows and the comics, but this whole film just wrote Harley wrong. Now, I'll watch this movie every now and then whenever I want to do a DCEU marathon, even though it's not a Snyderverse marathon. But the majority of the time whenever I'm watching it, I always have to watch it with an open mind and act like I've never seen this film in my life, because I will just sit there, laugh, and nitpick the whole film. Now, I know that at the beginning of this video I said that I hate this movie, but hate is a strong word to pronounce it, but I don't hate it that much. There's just a lot of stuff that could have been changed, and there was a lot of stuff that could have been rewritten. Birds of Prey is not a bad film. There's just a lot of things I do not like about it, and there are a lot of things I wish they could have done better. And that's pretty much it. That's all I have to say about the Birds of Prey movie. Anyways, thank you all for watching this, and thank you for the love and support. And we are nearly there for 400 subscribers, so maybe I'll think of something for 400 subscribers, or you can just think of something for me. And if you enjoyed my little review slash rant, please give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to help motivate me to bring more content to you guys in the future. And ring the notification bell to be notified whenever I upload a new video, and share this video with your friends. And comment down below what are y'all's thoughts about Birds of Prey, even though I am a couple years late. Anyways, guys, I'm off to work, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye, everyone.